Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. The world of Formula One is preparing to welcome a new contender to the grid as Cadillac Racing, in partnership with Andretti Autosport, has secured approval to enter the championship in 2026. This exciting development marks a major milestone for American motorsport and promises to add even more excitement to a season already filled with anticipation due to the new regulations that will revolutionize car design and engine performance. Cadillac's entry has been years in the making, with the backing of one of America's most prestigious automotive brands and the racing expertise of Andretti. The team has secured a technical partnership with Ferrari, meaning they'll use the Italian powerhouse's engines for at least their first 2 seasons. This collaboration gives Cadillac a strong foundation as they aim to make an impact right out of the gate. The clock is ticking for the new team to get everything ready in time for 2026, and they're wasting no time. Recent reports suggest that former F1 driver and current IndyCar star Marcus Ericsson has been invited to the team's UK headquarters to work extensively on the simulator program. His role will be critical in providing valuable feedback to shape the car's performance. In modern F1, simulators are a crucial tool not just for car development, but also for race weekend adjustments, where reserve drivers test setups in real time to assist the team on track. Cadillac is already putting significant resources into developing their 2026 car. Initially based on a project outlined by Andretti, the design is now undergoing revisions to comply with the latest FIA regulation changes. Unlike their competitors, who are balancing 2025 car development with future planning, Cadillac can focus entirely on their 2026 machine. This exclusive focus could prove to be a key advantage, allowing the team to maximize performance right from the start. The big question on everyone's mind is, who will drive for Cadillac in 2026? Several names have emerged as potential candidates. Colton Herta remains a priority for the team, although he still needs to secure enough points for his super license. Meanwhile, experienced F1 drivers such as Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and rising star Franco Colapinto are also on the team's radar. The selection process is expected to conclude soon, as Cadillac wants their chosen drivers to be involved in the development process, ensuring they bring their expertise to fine-tune the car. This aggressive approach to preparation shows that Cadillac is serious about competing, not just participating. With a rich racing legacy and a significant investment in both technology and talent, the American team could be a disruptive force in the paddock. But the big question remains, can Cadillac be competitive right from the start? The prospect of a new team entering the grid always comes with a mix of excitement and skepticism. While some fans are optimistic about seeing another American outfit in F1, others remain cautious, given the challenges new teams have faced in the past. What about you? Are you excited to see Cadillac Racing join the F1 grid? Do you think they can take on the established teams? Or do you believe they'll face a tough road ahead? Let us know your thoughts. The 2025 Formula One season is just around the corner, and despite being the final year of the current ground effect regulations, it promises to be packed with excitement and surprises. With the grid closer than ever in terms of performance, this season could see several teams fighting for race wins and championship glory. If you don't want to miss a single detail, make sure to follow along, as this could be one of the most unpredictable seasons in recent years. One of the highlights this year is the debut of Gabriel Bortoleto, marking the return of a Brazilian driver to the grid. His progress will be closely watched by fans around the world, adding an extra layer of intrigue to an already fascinating season. But it's not just the drivers and teams that are making headlines. Some rule changes will also play a significant role in shaping the outcome of the championship. First up is the minimum car weight, which has been set at 800 kilograms for this season. However, there's a twist. In races where temperatures exceed 30.5 degrees Celsius, teams will be allowed to install a new cooling system, essentially an air conditioning unit for the cockpit. This measure was introduced after the infamous 2024 Qatar Grand Prix, where extreme heat led to drivers suffering severe dehydration, dizziness, and even hospital visits after the race. The new cooling system aims to prioritize driver safety and prevent a repeat of those dangerous conditions. Another notable change is the removal of the point for the fastest lap. Previously, The driver who set the fastest lap during a race was awarded an extra point, but this rule has now been scrapped after growing criticism from teams. The controversy reached its peak during the 2024 season when Red Bull's B team, Racing Bulls, strategically used their second car to snatch the fastest lap point and deny crucial championship points to rivals Michelin, who were locked in a tight battle for both the drivers' and constructors' titles. This tactic sparked debates about fairness, ultimately leading to the rule change. From now on, setting the fastest lap will still be recognized but won't grant any additional points. In addition, there will be stricter monitoring of rear wings to ensure compliance with regulations. This comes after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where Michelin's rear wing was visibly flexible, giving them a speed advantage on the circuit's long straights. The FIA is now determined to clamp down on such practices to maintain a level playing field. The calendar has also undergone changes, starting with the season opener. The Australian Grand Prix will now kick off the 2025 season, replacing Bahrain as the traditional first race. Additionally, the sprint race format will be moved from the Austrian Grand Prix to the Belgian Grand Prix, providing a fresh twist to the mid-season schedule. With all these updates, there's a lot to look forward to in 2025. But the big question is, which of these changes will have the biggest impact? Will it be the removal of the fastest lap point, the new cooling system, or the stricter wing regulations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The 2024 Formula One season was marked by a fierce battle for the title between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, a rivalry that kept fans on the edge of their seats all year long. Both drivers showcased immense skill, but their on-track clashes became a focal point of controversy, particularly due to Verstappen's aggressive driving style. As the season progressed, Verstappen received several penalties for his racing tactics, yet he managed to come out on top, securing the championship once again. However, his victory wasn't without criticism, and one of the loudest voices of disapproval came from McLaren CEO Zak Brown. Brown was outspoken throughout the season, repeatedly calling on the FIA to rein in Verstappen's dangerous moves on the track. According to Brown, Verstappen's aggressive maneuvers not only endangered his rivals, but also compromised the fairness of the competition. In one of his more pointed statements, Brown acknowledged Verstappen's talent, but argued that a great driver doesn't need to resort to such tactics to win. He criticized Verstappen for pushing rivals off the track and crossing the line between hard racing and unsportsmanlike behavior, adding that such actions tarnished the legacy of his titles. The tensions between Brown and Verstappen reached a boiling point when a documentary on the 2024 season was released. In it, Verstappen didn't hold back, delivering a direct and cutting response to Brown's remarks. The Dutch driver made it clear that he wasn't interested in appeasing his critics. "I always find it funny when someone who's failed on the track tries to lecture me," Verstappen said, taking a jab at Brown. He defended his driving style, stating that his focus was on winning the championship and that Brown's criticism was biased, driven by his loyalty to his own driver, Lando Norris. Verstappen went on to highlight that team loyalty naturally skews perspectives, emphasizing that every team boss will defend their own driver, just like my team defends me. He dismissed Brown's comments as one-sided and unfair, suggesting that Brown's frustration stemmed from McLaren's inability to secure the title rather than any genuine concern about on-track behavior. This public exchange between Verstappen and Brown has divided fans and analysts alike. While some believe Verstappen's aggressive tactics are justified in the cutthroat world of Formula One, others argue that his approach went too far in 2024, crossing the line from hard racing to dangerous driving. Critics have pointed out that while Verstappen's talent is undeniable, his refusal to acknowledge any wrongdoing could harm his reputation in the long run. For Verstappen, the ultimate goal remains clear: win at any cost. But for Zak Brown, the debate is about more than just results. It's about protecting the integrity of the sport. Brown insists that Formula One should promote clean racing, and drivers who intentionally push limits to the point of endangering others should face stricter penalties. "It's not about taking risks, it's about respecting your rivals," Brown said in one of his final remarks on the matter. As the dust settles on the 2024 season, the question remains: did Verstappen cross the line? Or was his approach simply the ruthless mindset of a champion? The debate is far from over, and it's clear that both sides have valid points. But one thing is certain: the rivalry between Verstappen and Norris has just begun. and the tension is sure to carry over into future seasons. So, what's your take? Is Verstappen justified in his aggressive tactics, or should Formula One enforce stricter rules to curb dangerous driving? Let us know in the comments.